Let us begin this event with the positive vibrations around us with a prayer song. I would like to call upon College Choir for the prayer song.
Come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. We never fail us yet, we never will. Oh, we come down, we come this far by faith. We come this far by faith. Just remember the good things God has done. Things that seems impossible, we praise Him for the way we can walk. We come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. We never fail us yet, we never will. Oh, we come down, we come this far by faith. We come this far by faith.
Esteemed speakers of this afternoon, Professor Matthew Naina, dignitaries, beloved alumni, invited guests, dear staff and students. It is with immense pride and heartfelt joy that I stand before you today on this momentous occasion, the Ruby Jubilee of our esteemed college. Today, we celebrate 40 years of excellence in education, a milestone that reflects the hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment of everyone who has been a part of this institution's journey. It is my honor to welcome you all to the 40th anniversary celebration of Roseland College, Brahmawar. Today, we gather to mark a significant milestone in the journey of our beloved institution. First of all, with much pride and privilege, I would like to introduce someone whose leadership, vision, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in guiding our institution to where it stands today. Our chief guest, Professor Matthew Naina, Managing Trustee, Priority Educational Foundation, has been a beacon of wisdom and an embodiment of dedication, serving as both a distinguished principal of Roseland College and as correspondent of the college, and now as the Managing Trustee of Priority Educational Foundation. Sir has played a pivotal role in shaping the future of countless students, fostering an environment of academic excellence, and ensuring that our college remains a place where knowledge, innovation, and compassion thrive. On this special occasion, as we celebrate 40 years of our college journey, it is only fitting that we recognize and express our deepest gratitude to the person who has dedicated his life to the growth and success of this institution. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Professor Matthew Naina, whose leadership continues to inspire us all. Dear sir, we truly wanted to have you with us today. Now I request Mr. Biju Jacob to hand over a sapling. Next, I cordially welcome Dr. Roy Philip, Managing Trustee, Priority 1 India Trust. Dear sir, we are really honored to have you amongst us on this auspicious occasion. In the past, he has guided the college as the correspondent. Hearty welcome, sir, to the Roseland family celebration. Now, I request Mr. Naveen Kumar Shetty to hand over a sapling. introduce someone with the deepest concern for who has been a guiding light for our institution, a person whose wisdom, grace and dedication to education have left an indelible mark on our college. I am speaking, of course, about our esteemed correspondent of Roseland College, Mrs. Lovely A. Matthew, a true lady of peace and piety. Today, as we celebrate 40 years of our college journey, we are particularly grateful for her leadership and the profound impact she has had on shaping our college's mission and vision. Please join me in offering a warm and heartfelt welcome to Mrs. Lani A. Matthew, whose dedication to education continues to inspire and uplift us all. Dear ma'am, we are truly honored to have you with us today. Now I request Mr. Shesharekar to hand over the subject. I take this opportunity to welcome our distinguished guest, Mr. Wagisam Daniel, correspondent, Roseland PU College. Dear sir, on behalf of the members of Roseland College, I welcome you to the grand celebration. Now I request Mrs. Deepa Titu to hand over the subject. It is with a high esteem and great pleasure that I introduce someone who truly stands at the heart of everything we do here, our beloved principal, Dr. Robert Lloyd. His leadership is characterized by a deep understanding of both our academic mission, our spirit and education our game celebration, and so much more possible. Dear sir, we are deeply honored to have you with us today. Now I request Mrs. Mamta to hand over the subject.
Mr. and Vice President of Family Chapter, Mr. Uday Pujari, invited guests, former principals, beloved alumni, my team of teaching and non-teaching staff, and my dear students, good afternoon to you all. I also would like to acknowledge the presence of some of the invited guests. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the principal of Little Rock Indian School, Mr. Dr. John Thomas. Sir, a hearty welcome to you. I also would like to thank and welcome Mr. Praveen Mudevani for being with us on this occasion. Thank you so much. It is indeed an honor to stand before this august gathering and in the midst of this distinguished guest on the stage. It is exactly 85 days since I took charge as a principal. Today is 85th day. The motivation and the affection that I received from both Professor C. Nainan and Mrs. Lali A. Matthew energized me even before I took over and after I took over to give something back to my college that gave me life. In the morning I said, I came empty-handed with so much of burden, that's the death burden of my family, with a single suitcase, as I said, that was brought to this place with so much love by Professor C. Nainan, and that's how I landed here. But this campus, I can stand here and touch my heart and say gave a lot of things to me in my life and in my family. I came to this place just with a degree of MSW at the age of 24. I feel privileged to be under the shadow of Professor C. Nainan. I call him my hero. They sent me to attend a program in IIM Kozhikode some time back, and there was a session by the director of IIM Kozhikode. And one question he asked the participants was, please write your hero. I didn't have a second choice. I immediately wrote Professor C. Nainan. That comes from my heart. That is a level of the kind of impact he had on my life in many ways. So that is something that I always remember. I say this with a lot of pride. And I want to thank Professor Samuel on this occasion for all the mentoring that I received from you. So thank you so much. We are just about 20 teachers and a few administrative staff. We toil really hard to make this Jubilee celebration happen. I am indebted to them and I am proud of them for their confidence and for their contribution. In fact, one who just proposed a welcome, she is here just for about 2 months now. But by now she is already sure about the institution, what we are doing. They have been in fact competing with each other to lend me a helping hand. I am nobody here, I know this chair is not permanent. But when I see their commitment, when I give a task, they will be sitting outside or standing in queue to just come to me because everything starts with me and ends with me. Because I am the only person left here. So my dear teachers, on this occasion, first of all, I want to thank all of you because I stand here on behalf of you. Please, once again, I want all of you to acknowledge my teachers. I am grateful to this Seshagiri Bhatt present in charge of our Alumni Association. During the alumni meetings, we have seen a lot of gatherings in different places. Dear alumni friends, we are truly cherishing the love shown by you by being present here in large numbers. The last count I got from the registration counter is it is 150 plus. So thank you so much for that. Because on a rainy day, traveling from different places, some of you are landed by flight in the morning, you are leaving in the evening. We are aware of that. Many of you took a car and came. And these are not, I told you in the morning it's a small college. So these are great gestures, we will always cherish these moments forever. And you have been one of the strong pillars of support in all these years. When I first thought of these celebrations, I just like to really mention, how we thought about it. I discussed with the manager and Dalima, and they said, go ahead. The first few things that came to my mind was invitation, banner, decoration, souvenir printing, documentary, photography, then this saplings, when we all planned. Believe me, everything that started with our alumni, and everything that you see here is done by them. I not paid for anything, but maybe for the decoration I have to pay and for the food that I have to pay. But then I'm just telling you, I immediately thought of only my alumni, and in fact I want to acknowledge them in the beginning, sir. This entire decoration, everything done by Shreyas, he's here and his team. He just passed out last year. And the documentary that we are going to release is done by Tanvir Sheikh, another alumna. And souvenir printing, the help was given by Mr. Yogesh. And the banner was given by Harish. And the invitation again was done by Mr. Harish. Photography is again one of our alumni. So I'm just saying, that's a kind of alumni network and the love that we have been receiving. Thank you so much for everything, that alumni touched here today. Thank you for joining us in large number. I would like to acknowledge the help of all of these people who have really made this wonderful day. A special mention on this occasion I want to make, I actually thought you would be here. The Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Nikhil, who had booked the ticket here, we had booked the guest house to stay here, but due to unforeseen circumstances, because he is in charge of the Chief Minister's personal security, he is not able to be here. And he even sent me the screenshot of the booking that he has done, because he loves his college. When we had an official work very recently, he was with me for the last 2 days fully, just taking me all around. So I must acknowledge him that way. So even in his absence, I want to clap with him. Now let me enter into my duty of presenting the Jubilee report. I shall now present the report of the 40 years in just 40 bullet points. Some milestones and some achievements. Craftsman College was established by Dr. C.T. Abraham in Sanda village in 1984 with just 61 students and with the free transport to students from Udupi and with the support of work scholarship to work and study in this campus. Number 2, Professor Sanjeev Shetty was the first principal of the college from 1984 to 1987. Professor Matthew Sinai was the principal of the college for 1 year and he was responsible for changing the college timing from evening to the day college. Professor K. John was the principal from 1989 to 2003, and Professor Samuel K. Samuel from 2003 to 2021, almost for 18 years, and Professor Johnson Jacob from 2021 to 24. Number 3, Professor Elizabeth Roy had the distinction of serving Crossland College as the vice principal of the college for 30 years. You know, she has been such a wonderful person to really be with. The college has sent out till 2024 3,100 students in 38 batches completing BA degree, BCom degree and BCA courses. We had the number 5. We had the privilege of teaching students from 19 states of India and also from Bhutan. Number 6, Crossland introduced some innovative subjects such as business management, office management, secretary practice, computer application in BA, English optional, and rural development. These subjects are available in very few colleges in Mangalore University. And this year, we run BA, BCA, and BCom courses. Number 7, the leaders who gave direction and support as correspondents of the college were Professor Matthew C. Naiman, Dr. Roy Philip, and at present, Mrs. Vadi Ibrahim. Thanks to all of you. Number 8, as for the government recognition, the college got the government grant in May from the Karnataka government in 1991, and the UGC Section 2 and 12B in 2003 for receiving the grants from the central government. You know, when Samuel K. Samuel was there, we had received more than about 3 crores from UGC for various purposes. Number 9, the students of Crossland College have brought glory to the college with 42 university ranks and 13 gold medals. And I am sure that number 10, and in fact the very first gold, the rank holder, Daniel was saying, he came in contact with me. I think Professor Matthew Sinendra was the principal at that time, and when we just put through Shailashri, she is here. Through her, when we could contact, I contacted him in the morning for our souvenir. I requested, can you please send me something? By evening, he had sent us beautiful poem touching about our college. So that's the level of the students that we have produced. Number 10. The percentage of results always have been above 90% in the last 15 years. That's something that is remarkable. Number 11. The college was featured in India Today ranking as the 78th best college in India in arts stream in the year 2018. And it continued for the next 3 years. Though our ranking slipped, we are on the list that we also got featured in the Outlook as in the top 100 colleges in India. So it's all thanks to one of the prominent voices of Samuel K. Samuel. We'd like to acknowledge his efforts. Now, the college has gone through 4 cycles of NAAC accreditation, with the highest being B++ grade, and perhaps the lowest is B, but not a small achievement for a small rural colleges with very limited resources. Number 13, 3 national level conferences were organized in the college, sponsored by UGC, and a conclave of ST youth supported by Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development. These are very, very rare achievements for a small college. Number 14, 4 of our faculty members received support from UGC for undertaking minor research projects varying from 50,000 to 1.5 lakhs each. Number 15, 2 of our faculty members completed their PhD, and the third one, Mrs. Deepa, will submit her final thesis very shortly. Number 16, Dr. Robert Pillai has been in the panel of external evaluator of PhD of Tiruvallur University, Vellore, and Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. Number 17, the college had the privilege of hosting the greats like Dr. Shivram Karan and 3 Vice Chancellors of Mangalore University and the Vice Chancellor of Mandipal University. Number 18, Professor Samuel K. Samuel was awarded the prestigious Best Principal Award for the year 2020 by the All India Association for Teaching Sciences. And he had the distinction of being the Vice President of that, which has more than 430 colleges across India. And Dr. Kilai and Professor Gurumurthy were awarded the Best Teacher Award by the Rotary Brahma. Number 19. The students of the college got placements in firms like Infosys Accenture, Wipro, ICICI Bank, all in the campus taking place in this very same place. So we are very proud of those achievements. Number 20, Professor Samuel Memorial Life Skills Training is a regular program conducted in the college for all the students in memory of the father of Professor Samuel K. Samuel. Number 21, Mr. Ravindra is present here again. Yeah, he's here. He represented Crossland College and Mandalay University to take part in the Republic Day Parade in New Delhi in 2001. That was one of the proudest moments in the college. Number 22, Faculty Scholarship Fund instituted in memory of the sad image of Surendra Naik, a PUC student, has helped many poor students to continue their degree education in Crossland College. Number 23, the founder personally inaugurated a village library in Chandar and literacy classes for women in Chandar village and donated toilets to the villages below poverty line long before any government, any UGC, any university telling about the community participation way back about more than 25 years before. So these are things we are proud about, community engagement. Number 24, Miss Yashaswini, 2006 outgoing batch student, was selected to chair the student literary meet organized to mark the Shivaram Parent's birth anniversary. She is presently the judge in Kirkarathi Court in Shivamogga district. Number 25, Ms. Manasi Sudhi. We all know the, Kandara famous. She was selected when she was a student here to chair the Udupi district student literary meet organized by Kannada Shakitya Pershing. These are some of the great, achievements of our students. 26, Crossland Institute of Continuing Education, as some of you suggested in the morning during the discussion. It was a study center of Alhappa University, Karaikudi. It was started during the academic year 2005 and 6. It continued for a long time. It was a very big source of income generation, which was initiated again by Professor Samuel K. Samuel. Number 27, Professor Samuel K. Samuel and Dr. Clive presented papers in international conferences held in Singapore and in Hong Kong. Both these visits were sponsored by Priority Educational Foundation. We want to thank you on this occasion. Number 28, Inter-Class Fest is now a regular program organized every year by the students themselves. It's a great festival here. They really enjoy doing it and we found it to be really of high quality. Number 29, the concept of exam without invigilator was implemented successfully anywhere in the university, perhaps anywhere in the state. For the first time, it worked. There was no CCTV camera, but the students were writing the internal exams without invigilators. So that's something a big achievement we consider. Number 30, the students of the college are guided with the mentorship program that we conduct at least once a month to really be available to them personally. 31, the UGC funded women's hostel came into being in 2011. Though we don't have students, but the hostel about 50 lakhs constructed can accommodate any time about 25 students. And number 32, the college got permanent affiliation for BA in 1997 and 98. Number 33, the college implemented a scheme called DDU GKY, a Government of India skill development scheme for the youth in 2015-16 and 2016-17. It was a big hit. We had 2 batches of students who came here from outside, not our students, who completed SSLC. We conducted classes here. It was a central government program. It was held here. Number 34, the Founders Memorial Day is celebrated every year with a brief program called Handful of Rice, which we all contribute some rice and cash, and that amount and that quantity of rice is given to Spandana, a home for the mentally challenged. That our students really enjoy doing it, and we also inculcate the habit of giving. Number 35, the Alumni Association was inaugurated in 2004 by Mr. Rajesh Shetty of 1992 batch, and it has contributed in the key projects of parallel college building, where we planted the saplings, alumni scholarship, and free breakfast scheme, to name a few. Number 36, in the last 15 years, the Bangalore chapter of our Alumni Association has organized 4 alumni get-togethers in Bangalore and organized quite a few campus to corporate training to give training to the juniors. They are all physically available here. The Bangalore chapter of alumni was inaugurated in 2009, and we had 4 programs there itself. Actually, we had planned another program on 8th of September, but they postponed it because we have this Jubilee celebration here. So we want to thank the members of the Bangalore chapter. Number 37. The Silver Jubilee of the college was celebrated in 2008-9 with hundreds of the alumni, many of you are present here who participated, and that was really another memorable event. Number 38. A new building was added to the existing structure to the college with the help of the UGC funds and alumni contribution with the support of the college management. Number 39. The first ever alumni day was celebrated in the campus in 2019. The college honored the distinguished alumni women achievers every day during the International Women event. One of them is here, Mrs. Lada. We have honored Mrs. Yashashwini and Mrs. Manasi. These are some of our distinguished women achievers who are our students. Number 39, Number 40, the Campus to Corporate program has been regularly organized from 2014. So I just want to really conclude now. These are my 40 bullet points I've been running through quickly, but I also want to complete a small end note of 2023-24. So give me a minute more. The NAC peer team visited the college on 5th and 6th of 2023. The team consisted of Dr. Keshari Lal Verma, Professor Prajit Kumar, and Dr. Victoria Olokome. And we got the B grade in that. And to the extent that that the facilities that we had, we are happy about it. The Students' Council for the year 23-24 was inaugurated by Mrs. Lata Janardhan, the trustee, Bhuvanajyoti Trust Shraddhadi on 11/11/2023. On 12/6/2024, Founders Day was observed, having a short video on the life of founder, and we also collected 75 kg of rice and 1,500 rupees to be given to Spandana, your home for the mentally challenged. The year ended with the Council Day on 8/6/2024, where Mrs. Lali Matthew was our correspondent, was the guest of honor, and still students remember her speech, which consisted of ABCD of success. And the last part is, we also started the year, some of you suggested our faculty should be trained on 19th of last month, the month of July. We had a faculty development program, a full day program conducted by none other than our managing trustee of the Priority Education Foundation, Professor R.D.C. Nayan. All our teachers really enjoyed and we appreciate its gesture of being available to us. And the concluding part, the results of 6 semesters have come. The BA History and Rural Development combination, the result is 100%, and in BCom, out of 13 students who appeared, 2 students failed, so it makes around 85%. And business management and secretary practice, a few results are not yet completed, so I am not able to give the statistics at the moment, but it will be 100% because we know that the students all pass, and some of them we don't know if there is a rank. So once again, the dignitaries, alumni, my teachers and dear students, I thank all of you for giving me this privilege of leading the college at this moment of time, and I consider myself lucky to be here. So I thank God, I thank all of you. Thank you so much.
I request Professor Matthew C. Nayan to release the souvenir that continues the memories of past 40 years. And I request all the dignitaries to please join.
listened with rapt attention to the report presented by Dr. Robert Klein. I think he presented it in such a beautiful way, and it contained beautiful messages. A small college with a history of 40 years. I am sure everyone who has listened to it would have realized what a remarkable journey this is. The journey of the journey of Crosstown College started way back in 1984, and as a small college. So at this time, I cannot but recall a few people who worked for the institution, starting with Professor Sanjeev Shetty, the first principal of the college. He was a fine gentleman. Everybody looked up to him. The tall gait with which he used to walk. I know a couple of students of those early batches are present here. A few teachers who worked with him are also present here. I think everybody used to adore him for his good manners, his straightforwardness, and his lovely smile. He is a memory today. Another person is Jyoti, the teacher who worked right from the early days. She had her education here. She was under the work scholarship. She studied here, and then she became a lecturer. And she had a health issue, and she passed away a couple of years ago. A brilliant teacher, a vibrant personality. She is no more. Shambhavi, who was our librarian, she has had a tragic end, a very sincere, a very pious soul, lovely person, who has contributed regularly to support the college's endeavor to pay the salaries of the staff. As I said this morning, the members of the faculty and staff were contributing a certain amount, as he suggested, 10% of their income. And she was beautifully doing it every month without missing a single month. Exact amount she used to contribute. Others used to contribute lump sum, but she used to contribute every month regularly, 1/10 of her salary. And she has had an abrupt end. She was a very beautiful, very sincere, and a very hard-working person. Then Lachu, who worked as an attendant in the college, whose children are still working with us. A family fully supported by the institutions, because they come from a very backward family, with virtually nothing with them. But their entire family, their household was dependent on our institution. Mother and 2 sons. They all worked. Sons are still working with us. These 4 people come to my mind when I stand before you. I wish to appreciate the hard work and the devotion of the alumni. And Dr. Robert Clive has very clearly outlined all what they have done over the past many years. I don't think many institutions will have the kind of support that the alumni extends to Crosstown College. And year after year, some way or the other, they are all being helping. They were all mindful of what they got from the institution. This morning, the alumni presented some of their findings and some of their recommendations. I do not want to touch upon all of them, but I picked up 1 or 2 of them. One, a very valid point they made was we need to have some permanent source of support to sustain the institution, which is true. Because we don't have grants and we have fewer students. So we need to somehow manage to have a corpus fund. We should have a corpus fund which would support all these courses. We cannot go with a begging bowl all the time. We have managed all through because of the generous support of the existing staff or those who retired in recent times. As I said this morning, their contribution is to the tune of around 48 lakhs. It's not a small amount. They are not bound to do it, but they did it out of their devotion to the institution. Because all of them who worked in this institution will have a story similar to what Dr. Robert Life said. They came empty-handed, as it were, and their entire life, their family's life, everything was fashioned, molded, nurtured by the institution. Not all people will remember everything with the same amount of gratitude that Dr. Robert Life mentioned. Whenever he mentioned his arrival on the campus and the journey that he has had, he becomes emotional even now. Because as he said, he came with a suitcase all alone. Now his wife also is working with us and his two children have done exceptionally well. Both are brilliant engineers, well placed in life. Everything about that family has been molded by the institution, nurtured by the institution. I am sure many would be able to say the same thing about the college or about the school and other institutions around here. It is this element of gratitude that we look forward to in the case of all the alumni. While we had the lunch break, a few alumni came and said, and they also mentioned here, we might have lots of alumni, well-to-do alumni, who are out of touch with us, who do not know that we need their support. So if we can have a networking system by which we establish contact with students, old students around the globe, I think this is not such a big challenge. But all of you have to support in establishing this contact. In the report, Dr. Robert Life said we have had students from 19 different states. 19 states. I don't think there is a single college anywhere around which can claim to be such a crucible, such a melting pot of cultures. We had the prayer song by the Northeast students. You know, our students, local students are able to rub shoulders with students from Northeast, students from the North India, students from other southern states, North India states like Rajasthan, Bihar and so on. So we as a country, you know, we always talk about national integration, but national integration actually happens here in Crossland College. This is what we think. See, our country can be a peaceful country, a very strong and vibrant nation because of this one resource that we have. We are a crucible of so many languages, so many cultures, so many religions and so on. This beautiful mix, this beautiful blend of all the cultures and all the languages and all the faiths together make our country such a beautiful country. We must find that unity in diversity. We must develop our country into a great nation. We have all the resources with us. So we are a miniature India. Crossland College is a miniature India with great potential. We can show the way. I am sure the present staff under Dr. Robert Life, they are doing a wonderful job. We are also amazed. They are all relatively new. And they are all not privileged to receive government salaries. They know our difficulties. We are trying to support the best way that we can, but we always see them working hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. They do their work exceptionally well. The souvenir they produced in record time, all the arrangements they made for this Jubilee celebrations, all the invitations that they sent out in time, all the related preparations, everything was done with the cooperation of the existing staff, which is a small number. Small is beautiful. You can do great things. It is not size that matters, it is the quality of the work people do. If people have their heart and soul into the work they do, any work can be successful. Everything can be successful. We thank all the alumni, all the guests who have come, and all the present students also to remember that you have stepped into a wonderful institution. Your future is going to be chartered in this institution, and God will bless you. Thank you very much.